Hey everybody, Jordan here, and welcome to a Lego room vlog. Today I'm just going to be sort of putzing around the Lego room, and we're going to be making some changes to the Lego city, and we're also going to be cleaning this place up. Because although it looks pretty fresh in here, it's actually a disaster. There's stuff everywhere. There's minifigs laying around, there's tools laying around, there's unplaced minifigures here, we've got parts laying down over here, all sorts of stuff happening on my desk right here. That's because we're building the new cargo train. We've got advent calendars sitting on top of stormtroopers. That looks dangerous. Oh my gosh. Boxes just sort of hanging out with alarm clocks, and my favorite set, the Imperial Shuttle. The Millennium Falcon just parked right by the Avengers Tower and construction site. That makes a lot of sense. What is that doing there? And why are all these sets such a big mess? Oh, look at all the white table space that you can see there. That's gross. It's time to start working on this amusement park. We've got parts scattered all around on the floor, also in the city. I've got to deal with this whiteboard and get this hung up on the wall here. There's some base plates and some stuff just chilling on the ground here. Also a bunch of fan mail. Thank you so much. We'll open that in the near future. Vehicles just sort of scattered around, along with a surfboard, also a tank car, and some train track and a brick separator. Missing base plates in the city. Part organizers just sort of sprawled out on the floor. Furnace filters. Bags full of Lego sets. A dragon. A speaker. Like, what is that doing there? We got missing base plates over here and a stack of base plates for some reason. I don't know what's going on there. A big part bin laying here. A bag of hardware right here. So as you can see, the Lego room is in dire need of just sort of a miscellaneous cleanup. Once I'm done cleaning up, we're also going to be making a few changes to some of the base plate layouts, and we're also going to be discussing what I plan to do in the near future as we move forward in the Lego room. So I've got a lot of work ahead of me to do here, because we've got to clean this entire place up. So let's get started, because it's going to look fresh. Whew, I've been praying around for a couple hours and it's coming along nicely. I'm actually making another vlog on my other channel called Beyond Bricksie that shows you a little bit of insight on what we're doing here as well. We're about to clean this board here and hang it so that I can put my to-do list on there so I don't forget projects. So I'm doing a whack of part sorting while cleaning up the Lego room here. And I actually sorted all the parts that resided in these large acrylic containers, and I've decided that I'm going to get rid of these as they're big, bulky, hard to clean, hard to get parts out of, and just don't match the vibe. Plastic containers are better, so I've decided I'm going to get rid of those. The cleaning and tidying of the Lego room is coming along great. Extremely satisfied. I'm actually going to be making a change to the amusement park right now, because recently I freed up some of these large 48 by 48 gray base plates, and you can see in this area of the amusement park I need some of those base plates to cover up some of the white table. So I'm going to be removing the roller coaster, laying down those base plates, and then putting the roller coaster back, and it's going to look a lot better. Got the base plates all laid there, and now we have the roller coaster placed. And of course, there's still lots of work to do here in the amusement park, and I do still plan on putting that go-kart track around the roller coaster. Go around here, come on down the ramp onto the beach, and come around this way here. I will be filling in this showing table here, or exposed table, just like I did the other day here in the campground / park. Also, the other day I added all the trees going around the new dirt road here in the park, so it looks pretty good. Much better than the road circuit that we used to have going around the park. It takes up a lot less space. It's only about 14 studs wide rather than 32 studs, so it gave us a lot more space for our campers. And then we're going to put some fun activities such as a bonfire and many other things right over here. And of course, we're going to load this full of trees and bushes. I also plan on ordering more deciduous trees and also palm trees. The palm trees are obviously going to go here in the beach, and the deciduous trees that I plan on ordering are going to be not using the cylinders, but using the 2x2 circular bricks. So they're going to be larger deciduous trees, and those are going to go all throughout the Lego city. The palm trees that we order will be spread out along the beach here and sort of help blend in the train track that's going here onto the beach. Unfortunately, I need to run trains, and there's not really another way of putting this train track, it's the best solution that I have with the current layout right now. Ninjago City Gardens is coming out in the near future, and it actually is quite large. So I'm not sure how I'm going to integrate it here in the Lego City. This body of water might have to be reshaped or reformatted somehow to accommodate that large new Ninjago building. Right away, we're actually going to be building some smaller strip mall style buildings here that are actually quite tall. You'll see one of my trains here, and my desk is still somewhat of a mess here, but we're actually going to be finishing this train off tonight during a live stream. I ended up cleaning the whiteboard, I just haven't hung it yet. Just got to find the studs and center it on the wall here. That shouldn't take that long. And the whiteboard is going to serve as my to-do list. I'm currently working on a few bricklink orders, and included in those bricklink orders is actually the remaining parts for the Bricksie land entrance. Here's the parts we have so far, and I have to order a bunch more. Here's all the sets that we currently have in our backlog to be built. It's getting pretty large, but we're going to be building all of these hopefully soon. Hopefully I can keep up with what Lego is going to be releasing here in 2021. Have you guys heard the news? A new Death Star. And it's not a playset Death Star, it's a beautiful UCS display style Death Star, just like the Death Star 2. Our residential buildings are still right here. I've decided that I'm probably going to keep them here just because there's not a whole lot of space in the industrial area. And I actually do like them here because they're shorter buildings, so it gives you a better view of the modular buildings as they're sort of shorter foreground, taller background, which is quite nice. However, I still have to render all of these sidewalks and change out the roads so that the residents of these buildings can actually access their driveways and park their cars out front of their house. And in this box down here, I have an old, rare Creator 3-in-1 house, and I still plan on building that. Somehow, I have to try and fit that here in the Lego City. So the high-speed passenger train is on the far side of the Lego City, and there's also the Disney train. And I recently motorized the Hogwarts Express train here. Unfortunately, some of the renditions I made to it, or maybe it's just not designed to be motorized, is just not cooperating with the track. So when it goes around the track, this front wheel is losing traction and derailing. So I'll have to try and modify that, and I will be doing that soon. But as you can see, our train yard is running out of room. Every single stall or storage area for trains is full. So what I have to do is create the raised track that goes around the Lego City. I don't know if I'm ready to do that. Like, here won't be too bad, but the area that I'm truly concerned about is the park area here, because if we put a raised track here, it might look a little bit weird, especially on the beach. So I really don't know what to do. It's definitely a future project that has to be worked on soon, because we have to free up some space for some more trains, or for that new cargo train. I want to quickly interject on this video. I was actually just editing it, and I was reading one of the comments from Beyond Bricksie, and one of our followers here, Jane, actually said, why don't you put a floating shelf or two right here, put some track on them, and then you can put some of the trains on the wall, and they would be displayed nicely. And if you want to run those trains, you just swap them out. That's actually a fantastic idea. Now I have to do some measurements because I do plan on putting the Sith art there. And we're going to put Darth Vader in the middle and then a Sith art on either side, because we have 4 of them with the custom Palpatine. And then maybe I'll be able to squeeze one floating shelf along the bottom here, and we'll be able to fit 1 or 2 trains right there just below the Sith art. So it's actually a brilliant idea. Thank you so much for your comment, Jane. If you're watching this video, well, thank you so much. That's actually a really good idea, and it solves the problem of my train space, because that would definitely free up a lot of space and get a couple trains out of the train yard. Also, later on, when I was thinking about it, another problem with the raised track is I don't know what I'm going to do in regards to my raised Disney Castle platform. That definitely will not accommodate a raised track. So where would I be able to squeeze a raised track in the city? I don't know, and maybe it's not going to happen. So the floating shelves might solve that problem. That's awesome. We did a lot of part sorting today, and it looks really neat and tidy now. As you can see, the Lego room is completely changed since the beginning of this video. It took quite some time. I think about 3 hours to make all these changes and sort all of those parts. All the parts that we currently need to sort are right down here. Also, you'll see a big bin of pieces there full of 2x4s. That's for the wall. If you check out the Beyond Bricksie channel, you'll see that I went to Home Depot today and actually picked up some of the metal components that I need to finish the construction of the wall. And we need to work on this as well, because recently when we moved Ninjago City to the far end of the Lego City over there, actually it's not the far end, that's like the downtown core, that's like the primary area. But we freed up all of this space here, and I plan on turning that into some more boat dock style cranes, which is going to be pretty cool. And it looks pretty fresh over here. So there's so many different projects on the go, but I was really happy to take today just to sort of clean up and make this space more inviting and more livable. There's just sometimes you got to take some days like that and just sort of clean up and refresh your mind and regroup. I'm really happy that I was able to get that whiteboard down here, and I plan on mounting it later tonight. And now I can actually write down all of the ideas and all the different projects that we have on the go, so I don't lose track of them, because it's very easy to do because we have so many different things to do here in the Lego room. But slowly over time throughout 2021, I'm going to be making all of these changes, and we're going to be improving all of the different quadrants of the Lego city and also adding a lot of great sets to the shelves. So it's going to be quite awesome. That's really about it for today, just sort of a vlog video. If you want to check out more vlogs, check out my other channel, Beyond Bricksie. I'm essentially doing vlogs every day or every other day on that channel, and a lot of it has to do with Lego as well. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye for now.